What is up, guys? The Premium Rat here. Welcome to episode 3 of my Road to Glory series on FIFA 12 Ultimate Team. We started this episode by jumping straight into a game, and we found this guy who had in almost 100 chemistry, bronze German team with a Schweinsteiger, a Pizzini, a Gomez up front. Anyway, it didn't take him long to take the lead. Gomez went through and comfortably slid it home past my keeper. We did then manage to equalise soon after. McSweeney getting the ball on the edge of the box. I think he's like my left mid, so fair play to him to put it away from there, and that made it 1-1. We then made it 2-1. Dumbia's pace again, getting past the last defender, knocks it forward. Got a little bit lucky there when the defender committed himself, but a nice little finish past the keeper anyway, and that made it 2-1 after about 20 minutes. We then made it 3-1 just before half time. Buketti getting his head on a corner. We're pretty dangerous from corners, as you see. Buketti's pretty good in the air, and so is Dumbia and Martins. And then later on, there was not really much more chances in the game, but later on, to make it 3-2, Gomez went through. I thought Akinfeev would saved it, sort of tried to fake him to see if he could chip it, but anyway, that is how it finished, 3-2. And then when we got back to the hub, we had a couple of K, so we decided to buy a few players. Firstly, we went and bought ourselves a Pereira. I think he plays for Lokomotiv Moscow. I'm not sure. I only wanted the pace, so I was looking at buying what's his face, Bruno Alves. That's it. So, but anyway, I bought him instead. Then we went and bought ourselves a Bistrov, who is an absolute beast. You'll see later on in the episode he scores a fantastic goal to save us at the end. And we also went and bought ourselves a Noboa, who also plays for Rubin Kazan, and he scored some vital goals as well in his debut. So that is what the squad was looking like as we jumped into our second game in the episode. And we came up against this guy who had probably the best team we've come up against so far. Also had a Russian League team, so as you can see, a couple of players there might be added to my squad later on in this series, so look forward to those. And I'm just going to say, guys, now we got routed by this guy. It didn't take him long to open the scoring. I don't know why he was giving me this shush celebration. Maybe it's because we had the same league. But anyway, Wellington on the turn put it home to make it 1-0. Then again, Wellington went through, played it into Dumbia and a nice little finish, bottom corner, and that made it 2-0 after about 15 minutes. Then there was not more action until this stunning volley from Dujizak, I think is how you pronounce it, in the 75th minute. And that made it 3-0, and then he did manage to grab one last goal in the 90th minute. Wellington again in on the action, over the top ball, cut back inside and smashed it past my keeper. And unfortunately, that is how it finished, 4-0. That was I think it's our highest defeat. I'm not sure what our record is at the moment. I think we've got like 4 or 5 wins, 2 losses, so it's not too bad. All you got to do is try and win more games than you lose. But anyway, we didn't have to change the squad, and we jumped into our final game of the episode, which is probably the best game of the series so far. So stay tuned to watch this one. It's an absolute goal fest. But anyway, his team wasn't great. I think it was better than mine actually. But he had like a Jovetic, Cisse, and he had like an Abiati at the back. So a pretty decent team, better than mine. But anyway, Jovetic went through it, got a little bit lucky. I think the goal was deflected, and then that made it 1-0. And then this guy was a bit of a prick, tramped it across to Cisse to make it 2-0. Then Bistrov's electrifying pace broke down the wing, cut it back inside to Martins. I thought, if you're going to tramp it, I'm just going to tramp you back, so that's fine. Made it 2-1. He's not going to finish it. He's not going to miss that from there even. We then went 3-1 down. I thought he was going to tramp it there, and again, the other striker was pointing to play it to me, but Cisse was like, no, I've just got my blinkers on, smashed it in the bottom corner, and that made it 3-1. We then managed to pull one back to make it 3-2. Martins on the edge of the box, a beautiful left-footed volley, well, half volley, whatever, to make it 3-2, just after half-time. Then in the space of about 10 minutes, you'll see about 3 or 4 goals here. Firstly, straight from the kickoff, I don't know what my defenders were doing. They all stepped up to leave Jovetic through. And a beautiful left-footed finesse past the keeper, and that made it 4-2. We then made it 4-3. Martins went through. I thought he'd finessed it home there, but it broke to Noboa on the edge of the box for his debut. Smashed it home in the bottom left to make it 4-3, I believe. We then managed to equalise. Not late on, about 65th minute, but Noboa finding himself in space again to grab his brace of the game on his debut, and that made it 4-all, as I said. We then went to sleep again. I don't know what the defence was doing. He got a little bit lucky to get through there. I thought I tackled him, but a nice finish from Jovetic anyway, and that made it 5-4, sorry. We then went 6-4 down. Fucking hell, there's so many goals in this game. It broke to him there. I thought I'd slide tackled him, but anyway, Cisse managed to finish that home, and that made it 6-4. We then managed to make it 6-5. This is an absolute goal fest, as I said. Martins, a beautiful over-the-top ball and a great finish there near post. I thought I wasn't going to finish that, but fair play to him. He stuck it home, and that made it 6-5. We then made it 6-all, we got scythed down, and you're probably thinking, no, he's missed a penalty, don't worry, but I do actually end up slotting it. All the pressure was on me. I thought, I've missed 2 or 3 penalties already, so I really do need to slot this one. And thankfully, I think it was Noboa who had the best penalty stats, stepped up, smashed it in sort of the top right. If you put it in the position, I'll show you now, if you put it that position there, if the keeper dives right, then you can't get it, and if he dives straight, then you can't get it anyway. Then in the 90th minute, Bistrov running down the wing. Can he make it 7-6? I thought, why not have a crack? And he absolutely smashes it top corner. And I was going absolutely ballistic at this point. This is probably the greatest comeback the world has ever seen. 7-6. We were like 2-0 down, 4-2 down, 6-4 down, and we made it 7-6 with a smashing effort by Bistrov. I told you he was a beast. And I didn't care. I was going to watch it 3 times just to rub it into his face. And that is how it finished, 7-6. I did send the guy a nice little message at the end saying, "Are you mad, bro?" But unfortunately, he didn't reply. As always, this is going to be the end of the episode, guys. If you enjoyed it, then please hit the like button. I'm getting some fantastic feedback, so hopefully that can continue. But apart from that, hopefully you enjoyed, and subscribe to see the next episode. And apart from that, hopefully I'll see you guys later on.